All right, welcome to this recap episode of Pay This Whole Boxing. I'm Foreman.
I'm twin.
And boy, I guess it didn't look like nothing that what we thought. The whole night, really. I mean, we ain't gotta make this a long drawn out affair, not yet. I mean, I'll probably do a full breakdown, a video breakdown of everything after I sit down, get comfortable, and rewatch everything. But for the fights that we did pick and recall, I mean, first things first, the fight of the night still ended up being the fight of the night. First and foremost, let's go there first. For anything, Christian and Billy and Lester Martinez turned out to be an absolute banger, hands down. Fight of the night, blow for blow, punch for punch. Man, you was texting each other. Absolutely put them boys in the concussion protocol right now for the next 4 months. I mean,
Yeah, they can't fight for 120 at least.
yeah. At minimum, y'all boys got to sit down for about 4 months, dog. Them boys are throwing some bangers. However, Lester Martinez did do what we said, and Billy could not do. He was not a better boxer. Lester Martinez is a better boxer than Christian and Billy. He half stepped Christian and Billy, jabbed him, got him tired, landed some beautiful punches in weird spaces. That I broke down there. That I said, hey man, Lester can punch in weird spaces. Heard him a couple times. They heard each other a few times. So that turned out fantastic. And it ended in a draw if you did not see it. But that's just a great fight for both men. And nobody lost their O. So shout out to that, I guess. But give it to me one more time though. On the cool. Well, I mean, what else to be said about it?
Good brawl. I mean, them boys from the opening bell, they pretty much just put their foreheads together and was like, "Well, let's get it."
Yeah. Literally. Them boys said head touch, bet we scrapping. And that's all exactly what they did. So shout out to them for that. Moving on, Brandon Adams and Sergey Boychuk. Oh boy. Well, we both chose Brandon Adams to win. I thought Brandon Adams was gonna get another stoppage. The way he was busting Boychuk's body, I mean, shoot. I think any other normal human would have fell down for some of those body shots, bro. But
Yeah,
Adams showed his age of superiority there.
yeah. I mean, that was a good one too. Um, they both of them wanted it, but hey, man, sometimes it go like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It wasn't nothing. And the thing is it wasn't nothing that Boychuk necessarily did bad. It was just Brandon Adams is just that much more skillfully better than Boychuk. The same thing. I mean, if anything, Boychuk should have fought him sooner than he did now later because the skills are still there for Brandon Adams. I've always likened Brandon Adams to an Archie Moore because what he does in the ring as far as like stand in front of you, I'm gonna be in close, I'm gonna use my forearms, I'm gonna use my hands, in different levels and ways. He has a very old school way of looking at it as far as it goes about his style. And he punches to the body consistently like, hey, I ain't got to punch you on top of the head when you got all of this right here in front of me. Why would I chase the one thing that you're going to move constantly? Um, so, like we said, both of those men got wins and losses since their time frame. However, Brandon Adams always staying ready leading up to this moment again on a bigger stage for a rematch. Kudos to him on getting that victory. All right. Now, the other fight that I wish did not happen, but it did happen. And you said it rightfully. You can't necessarily count out of Vargas. So I get 100% why you chose Fernando Vargas Jr. to win that fight. Um, Unfortunately, I guess I did choose Callum Walsh to win the fight, and that was just a more so an experience and pedigree thing as far as like being in boxing a little bit longer than Fernando Vargas. And that's not a knock to, like I said at the beginning, wasn't a knock to Fernando Vargas. It's just I didn't think he was ready for this specific task. That was a tall task for somebody who had been doing it longer than you, quote unquote, even though you've been doing it since you were a teenager as well. But Callum Walsh, even though Callum Walsh didn't show me nothing extraordinary, he was just experienced better than Fernando was.
Uh, yeah. I don't know what grade I give him, but I wouldn't give Walsh a good grade just because, from a matchmaking standpoint, that fight was. I'm I'm not gonna disrespect Vargas and say it was a layup, but that fight was tailor made for Walsh to kind of like show off and build his resume and his stock. And I wasn't impressed at all at what I seen from Walsh. If anything, it might help Vargas in the future um, learn from it, grow from it, and come back and know what he needs to work on and things like that. So that helps younger fighters, even if it's through a loss. That'll help a younger fighter. But as far as Walsh, I expected more out of him in that fight. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Before I get my next point, I'm gonna let Dial Up Ricky in. Dial Up Ricky, you are now live with Pay the Soul Boxing.
Hey
We
man.
are we are already, as you see your phone, we are already live and recording. We are right now on the Callum Walsh and Fernando Vargas fight.
Well, let
Twin
me
just made a
log
point
back
like
out until y'all finish this.
you might as well stay in because we only got the main event left. You might as well stay right here.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to get my back. Come on,
Leave
man.
it to Dial Up Ricky, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, we
That
just
is
have to hold my background.
the
Hey,
Dial
man.
Up Ricky is crazy. He did get the AT&T credit though. So shout out to AT&T.
Doing that boy cold, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey,
But
man.
as far as yeah, that fight benefited more Fernando Vargas than it did benefit Callum Walsh. Because Callum Walsh, with his amateur background and pedigree, um, it got to a point, I think round five, about middle of round five. I think I was texting both of y'all and I was like, hey bro, he's trying to walk him into that left hand. He started throwing it to where he was throwing it up in the under angle, stuff like that. Those were the moments where he should have been, I was like, okay, he sees the punch he's looking for, he's gonna eventually walk him into it, and he didn't. So Callum Walsh did not show me he had another level to go into the fight with. He had what he had, and that was pretty much, unfortunately, it as it related to his skill set that night. Now, there's two ways to look at that. He could have had what he had, or he just said, oh, I see I got it one and I'm going to coast the rest of the way. Either one is not a good look for Callum Walsh, no matter how you want to slice that fight. So, what you think about the front Vargas and Walsh fight, Rick?
Um, honestly, it was a snooze fest to me, man. I'm just being totally honest. Um,
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree
you can
though.
say whatever wild you want to say. We give you credit.
Hey man, yeah, like hey man, to be honest with you, man, I kind of wish they would have put and Billy and Lester Martinez on the co-main event. Walsh, I was kind of disappointed in him just not being able to make the adjustments, like you said earlier. Um, yeah, to be honest with you, it was just a boring fight to me, man. But I think Vargas gained more from the fight than what Walsh did, honestly, man. I was just kind of bored with the fight, man, to be honest with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's totally fair.
Yeah.
Twin, I mean, me and Twin both agree as far as it relates to Vargas and Walsh. Like, what happens? Like, this loss probably does significantly more um, for Vargas because he'll say, "Okay, I know now what this pedigree looks like." You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
since I know what this pedigree look like, bet here we go. All
Absolutely.
right, main event, folks. Main event. Okay. It went. It came. Terrence Bud Crawford is the first male to be three-time undisputed champion. He has done it now in the 140-pound division, 147-pound division, and now three weight classes from that, the 168-pound division by defeating Saul Canelo Alvarez in 12 rounds to take his undisputed title. Um, Before we get into the after effects, first things first, Ricky, what did you like? What did you see in the fight?
To
That's gonna
be
be
honest
hard.
with you, it was a little bit more dominant on Crawford's part than what I thought. Like, man, I kind of thought, they'll go in and I kind of thought it'll be a chess match, but I think Crawford made him extremely one dimensional in the fight. I'm talking about he took away. Am I dialing up? Am I
No, no,
dialing?
you know
Okay.
that enough. You
Yeah, yeah,
good?
okay. Yeah. Sorry, man. Crawford just took away everything Canelo wanted to do in that fight, man. He made him extremely one dimensional. And for people that saying that he ran, he literally bought the fight to Canelo the whole night. So I don't know what the hell people are talking about at all. I just think it was just pure dominance, to be honest with you. He took away the inside. It was just pure dominance, man. It was just he was just a step ahead of Canelo the entire fight, man. Just a step ahead. So just pure dominance, man. Honestly, probably one of the best boxing performances I have seen in a long time, man.
Mm.
A
Twin.
long time.
Let's see. I want to take this. First off, I want to give Canelo his respect. Canelo, in my opinion, is top two Mexican boxer in all time. I don't care who you think is in his place or not, but he's top two to me. Um, Also, I believe at 168, Canelo would have beat pretty much every other 168 pounder last night, with the exception of maybe David Benavidez. But I think he would have beat the rest of them the way he showed up. Um, Bud Crawford is one of the greatest boxers you've ever seen. And I'm not talking just to you two and whoever else is watching. I don't care about your opinion. He just is. He's one of the best boxers you've ever seen. That man footwork last night that he put on display, there was a thing of perfection, and his ability to switch is one of the reasons why he was able to get away with it. So I hadn't seen anybody say he was running, but he was resetting Canelo all night just off footwork. You think you got me in this corner? Nope, I'm going this way. Then I'm gonna go this way, go back that way. Now we not gonna fight where you want to fight. We're gonna fight where I want to fight. Let's get back in the center of this ring. I did at the last minute switch my pick to Bud. I didn't expect it to look like that, but hey man, that man is mean in the ring. Canelo hit him. He like, nah, well, let me get about 3, 4, 5 punches off on you, and I'm getting that back. Um, that man is cold. That man is cold, man. We'll we'll separate and talk about what's next at the end. But yeah, go ahead, Foreman.
Yeah. Solely, I mean, talking amongst y'all, I think I did break. I told y'all I was like, there's absolutely a way Chase Crawford can win this fight. Y'all know, I only chose Canelo simply based off pure of the disrespect that he received leading up to this moment where everybody was just trying to call him out and like, oh, no, he's washed and blah, say this, blah, say that, moving on from this point. And I just felt that was nonsense because I'm like, bro, y'all talking about a man who has done it. Um, who did all of this the last 10 years, right? When since he got that middleweight title um from Cotto, right? 10 years he has made the last 10 years he has made boxing his event, even every time he fought. It ain't just a Canelo fight, it's a Canelo fight week. It's a Canelo fight week event going on. He has made um everything important anytime he shows up. It's important to be on a Canelo undercard to get that exposure. It's important to be around Canelo. It's important. He's done everything and some. That's all why the reason why I chose Canelo to win. Now, Terrence Crawford going out there and half stepping and losing his lateral movement for what people don't understand, left and right each way he chose to go. Soon as Crawford went to the right and he saw Canelo getting ready to throw that left hand to the hip, he shifted his weight back to the left side. every single time. Like 20 said, he reset, not only reset his feet, he made Canelo reset his hands. And making a fighter tuck his guns each and every single time you move and then getting yours off in that same presence, hey man, that was better than I could have expected. Yes, we knew that game plan was a part about it because we've seen other fighters try to use it against Canelo, and some have been successful, some have not. However, Crawford not only did it that way, but he did it that way by punching back. So kudos and being mean. It wasn't just he was just punching. He was punching mean with Canelo. It was like, nah, I know you hit me with this hard one, but you're gonna have to hit me with 4 or 5 of these hard ones again in order to stop me from doing what I'm doing because I'm already determined to do what I want to do in this ring. So kudos to Terrence Crawford for absolutely showing boxing brilliance. I say yeah, he puts himself in a class where I've had the beautiful privilege of growing up watching it. Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, and a Manny Pacquiao. He absolutely put himself in and Oscar De La Hoya. Let me not discredit Oscar De La Hoya as far as his
Oscar's
era
a
in
bad
boxing
man.
too. So he absolutely, and Bernard Hopkins, Terrence Crawford put himself in such a rare group of class where men in the last of I'm 37 years old. In the last 37 years of boxing, Terrence Crawford put himself in a category with 5 men that are legitimate. Hey, these can go in your top 10 greatest fighters of all time, depending on your argument and how you go. From what I saw last night, bro, that is a completely different thing that we won't be able to comprehend probably again for another 5 years when we break down after Terrence Crawford retires. We'll go back and look at it. Moving on to that point, like Twin was alluding to, what do you think? What
Hold
can
on, hold
Crawford?
on,
Oh, let me go ahead.
hold on.
Uh oh. Uh,
Let me bring it back to one thing because I know Foreman, you're gonna like this. For y'all, for people to understand that just generally watch boxing, what we mean by his feet and what it was a few different things, but one of the ways we're talking about is traditionally with boxers that are limited to one stance, orthodox or southpaw. When they exit or they try to exit and try not to engage or get out of the corner, traditionally boxers are used to going one way.
Hmm.
And because they're the way their feet set up, they go the way that they can still punch back. If they are forced to go an opposite way, then they're not really a threat to punch back. But Crawford is different.
yeah.
But Crawford, when he's going on offense, because he switch hit, his feet really don't matter. He don't have to be set in an orthodox or a southpaw stance to get his punches off. So when Canelo would force him to exit left, he would still punch exiting left. If he went right, he could still punch that way. And he still had defensive responsibilities going each way. A lot of fighters will exit one way, and if it's not the normal way they exit, they don't have defensive responsibilities. And we lost Foreman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dial up Foreman, huh? No, yeah. Hey, so when it was, hey, I mean, if I had to put a, peop another thing, man, I want to bring up is because now people comparing what what Floyd did versus Canelo, um, versus Crawford, and I listen. Let me explain something to people, man. When Floyd fought Canelo, Canelo was a much younger, more of a raw fighter, right? Floyd was kind of more advanced in his career. He was older. Floyd used wits and smarts, just experience versus Canelo. I'm not saying he didn't outbox Canelo. He definitely did. But what we see from Terrence Crawford is Canelo's a much more experienced, much smarter fighter than he was when he fought Mayweather. So I don't like people comparing those two, man. This is not the same Canelo Floyd Mayweather fought. Um, what Terrence Crawford did last night was just remarkable, man. Simply amazing, man. And I'm glad we got to experience it, man. That's one of those moments, honestly, that happens. I don't know what, maybe every 20 years, if that.
Yeah,
Just
it's no guarantee to see anything like that.
yep,
It's no guarantee at all.
yep.
The like I said, we talked about one of the ways that Bud could win, and one of the aspects that he could potentially dominate in is his punch placement. And you saw that when he was countering his punch placement. That man was accurate. That
He
man
kept it
was
in
slick.
tight, and he kept it in
Man,
tight. He kept the punch placement in tight. He didn't when he did get wide when he did get wide in the punch to go around Canelo's guard when Canelo got in close, but that was pretty much about
mhm.
it. He stayed
So
right there in front of him to make sure, like, nah, bro, you got to respect me.
so to be clear, this was not a washed version of Canelo. Canelo's
No,
problem was
no, no, no,
Not
the
no, no,
the
not at all. And
the
I don't want people
problem
to
the
think that
problem
Canelo
that
is washed.
the problem that Canelo had was Bud moved up in weight class, but Bud brought his tool bag. Usually, when people move up in weight, they lose speed or lose footwork or lose stamina. Bud brought his whole tool belt,
He did it the right. He
and
did it
he
the
ain't
right
lose
way.
none of that. So, like I said, I think I text y'all during the fight, and I was like, it was probably like round 7 or 8. And I was like, I know Canelo thinking like, damn, Caleb Plant and Billy Joe and all these guys, like they eventually got Amir Khan, they
Man,
gassed out.
down. They was
This
already on
guy,
their way
this
down
guy
by
ain't
then.
gassing out.
Yeah, they was on their
yep,
way
hmm
down by
And
then,
like,
yep.
and
and
he
that's
was
why,
fine.
and that's why I said Canelo's the version I saw last night. He beats pretty much every 165 pounder
Oh man,
in the
he was sharp.
division
He was sharp last night,
because
man.
because he would have broke them down.
Yeah,
He would have hit them with shots that Bud wasn't letting him get off. Bud blocked or Bud countered, and they
yeah,
wouldn't have been able to do that. So
yeah, man.
now we got dial up Foreman.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I was just, man, I was actually at a party last night, and I was telling my sister and them, I'm like, man, this dude gas tank is just Crawford could have went 15 rounds, man. To be honest with you, man, and then um, I can honestly say I won't say hurt because you know how we feel about the term hurt with boxers, but I'll start saying about the 7 to 8 round, you can start seeing those just the body punches, the counters that it started to affect Canelo. I
Mhm.
don't think I've ever seen him just kind of grimace from anybody punching him. Even with Triple G, he was taking some shots, but the grimace on his face last night when Bud started countering and getting to the body, man, I was just like, golly, man, I've never seen Canelo with this grimace. Like it was just like every shot that was landing from Bud after a certain point, he started having this grimace on his face, like damn, dude, like, and he was just I said about the 10 round, I felt like Canelo was just to the point, like, damn, he was utterly confused on what his game plan was to I think me personally, I felt like he thought he was gonna take him in the later rounds and drown him, like he does
Mhm.
any other fighter, right? Take you to the later rounds. Eventually, the gas tank runs out and he beats the hell out of you, right? But that last night, like I said, Bud, honestly, I think Bud could have won 15 rounds if they had to,
He didn't get the amount of
So
he didn't get the
So
amount of hit punches he got off with everybody else to sit him still.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
Canelo does a really good job of doing those throwing those punches like that to sit people down eventually or slow down their movie just a tick enough. He didn't get the amount
yeah.
off that he wanted. But Bud anticipated every single step of the way, and you could tell he never got.
so transitioning to the aftermath of the fight. Um, Canelo said something that I know a lot of people have already clipped or talked about. He was like, Crawford is way better than Mayweather. And for people, I don't know Canelo, never spoke to him, but I'm pretty sure I know what he meant. And what I believe he meant was Canelo is a Mexican. and I'm not stating the obvious, but in boxing you have
Now
something
I'm
that's
now
called
now I'm
Mexican
dialed up
style.
Ricky today.
And
That's
that's
crazy.
pretty much willing to go to war. You hit back, get hit, you don't care. Um, Bud fought more like that than Floyd. When he fought Floyd, he couldn't hit Floyd, and then
Couldn't
Floyd
touch
would
him.
hit him.
Yeah.
Bud
So
stood in the middle of the ring and was like, "Get your shit off," and now I'm about to hit you back. So that's why I believe Bud gained the respect of Canelo for Canelo to say that. And for Foreman, while we got you, I'm talking about how Canelo said that Crawford was way better
yeah.
than
So
Floyd, and
so
I'm
here's the thing about so
explaining that I believe he meant that basically Bud was willing to exchange and get hit by him. Floyd just was like, "You're not gonna touch me."
well
And then from a Mexican style
I don't think of
standpoint, you're going to more respect the way
I
that
don't think
Bud
about it
fought him because
in that sense. I think about it is like this. When Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather, he was the Floyd Mayweather, it was the Canelo Alvarez whose best win was Austin Trout. The
With other options he has at 68, 68 has really good fighters, but I don't know, man. I think he goes back to the board, and I think he wants that Beaver fight again. Um, well, he says he wants that Beaver fight again. I don't know, man. I don't see where he goes from here, to be
don't
honest with you, man.
don't
Don't.
nobody know what he gonna do because he do what he want to do. So
Absolutely.
it's no telling. But for Crawford on the other side, I said last night that only thing I see two options for Crawford basically. One is
I know it.
retire, or two is go clean out 160. Um,
Right.
and I think I think he alluded to going to 160 because during the post fight interview, he said, I think it would be a big fight. Don't Charlo versus Crawford. But I also think regionally, if Earl Spence came back and fought Charlo in Dallas, it would be just as big. And I think that's more likely to happen because first off, either Charlo will fight Spence or a tune-up fight. He not about to come fight
Oh no,
Bud.
yeah, he
Not
definitely.
out the
Oh, I
gate.
said he's definitely taking a tune-up fight. Oh yeah, you can't get in there with Crawford from that long layoff, man.
So yeah.
I don't know,
I
man. To be
mean,
honest with you,
maybe.
I wouldn't be mad at him if he just called it quits, man. I mean, you don't have anything else to prove. Like you're one of them, man. You're one of them ones, man. So I don't see what other point he has to prove. Canelo, I think Canelo's gonna come back and just make the money. Like he's just why not, man? 3 fight deal. He's probably making. I think I don't know. They they fluff those numbers all the time. I don't know if he. Somebody said he made over $100 million for that one fight last night. I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm pretty sure
You
he
believe
did.
it? You believe
Yeah.
it? Okay. Yeah. Which is crazy, but I don't know, man.
He ends up getting in on like the pay-per-view numbers.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he don't rely just on the gate. So he ends
Right.
up getting in on the pay-per-view numbers. So yeah, he probably did.
So I have a question. Do you think Benavidez he takes that Benavidez fight?
No.
No. Okay.
I think Benavidez better just move on and stay at that
Just
high
stay at
weight class.
175, huh? Yeah, I kind of agree.
It
I
might as
agree.
well. So I think we'll know when Canelo done because I think Canelo last fight will be in Mexico.
That's smart. Like a farewell, huh? Yeah,
hmm
that's
And
smart.
I don't think it'll be a versus a trash opponent. I just think he gonna say I want to fight in Mexico.
Right. I don't know, man. I mean, him and Benavidez is still a huge, huge fight, man. I don't care what anyone says. Which to be honest with you, I don't know how they go.
You know how I get on these side quests. I saw some people talk about Angel Reese being in Bud locker room before the fight and saying like, is
Bud is the
Bud
ultimate competitor, man.
where is his mind at? Basically questioning it. For y'all people that don't know, this is boxing. It's not NBA. It's not football. Is so for popular fighters, they always have visitors before the fight. Always.
Every fight.
And because this is not the NBA or NFL or baseball, unlike those in boxing, you don't know the condition or the shape the fighter is going to be in after the fight, so they can't meet after the fight because they might have to go to the hospital for mandatory checks and things like that. So that's why you see celebs in the locker room before the fight. So no, it didn't have nothing to do with his concentration or is he focused or anything like that. No, if you're a popular boxer, it happens all the time.
And
All
the
the time.
people don't say anything when Tank have Lil Baby and all them dudes in his locker room. It happens all the time. Like he has rappers. I mean, I've even seen the Charlos in his dressing room before a fight. What does that have to do with the guy's mental capacity or what he's going in there to accomplish? Like I don't people
Oh,
people find anything to complain about, man. Like anything.
oh yeah. Before we get out of
Mm.
here, I know Foreman will appreciate
And
this
Bernie.
part. Let
And
me give a
Bernie.
shout out to
And Bernie. We
Red,
cannot forget Bernie.
Dieguez, and Bomac. Hey man, them boys with Crawford might be the best team. Man, hey, them boys put in they
You know
bid for
what?
like the
You know what?
best combination
George told me something
of a team.
one
Like,
time we were talking
hey,
about coaching. We were
Maybe
just
all
talking
time.
boxing. Nothing
Of
in
all
particular.
time at this
As a
point.
coach, you get
Maybe all
lucky if you
time,
get
man.
one world champion. You get another belt out of that. Okay, you did the work. But after you do it multiple times over and multiple divisions over, then you got to talk about somebody being great. And that is a fantastically great team. That shows you if they all work together and they
well, we lost him.
God
And
dog
we
it.
At
lost him.
least he got that last part out. I
Yep.
think that's a wrap. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in for this episode of Pettis Whole
Head to
Boxing.
toe.
We'll see y'all next time. Hopefully, Foreman got better internet because this shit is trash. Um, there you
It's just
go.
hating.
Hey, say
I
bye.
just
Say
gave up.
bye to the people because
Say
we
bye
out.
to the
I'm
people,
just
boy.
gonna say bye. Even though shout out Bo Max, shout out Bernie, shout out all of them. Y'all did a fantastic job. Y'all be cool. This video gonna be ugly, edited in all kind of ways. I don't even care, but nonetheless, Rick appreciates you, Twin appreciates you. Shout out Bernie, Bo Mac, Red, Diego, all of them. That just showed me that if they do raise somebody from the beginning to nothing, that they can absolutely do it. That's just what I know from that point. That's all I can say. And yeah,
Yep. All right.
nonetheless,
Appreciate y'all.
appreciate
Raise
y'all
the
in this ugly, choppy episode.